Good afternoon, customer care. How's everybody holding up? I hope everyone's doing well and healthy and feeling, as good as can be expected during these kind of very challenging times for all of us. Certainly thinking about each of you, and I'm available to bounce ideas off of, vent to, whatever you need. Certainly I'm here reporting today for this week's update from Casa de Fazio. There is a teenager in the other room, hopefully doing his schoolwork, and there is a dog in the area, but I think he may be sleeping, so hopefully he won't interrupt my update today. Obviously, just wanted to touch base with you guys. I wanted to talk about a couple things. So obviously, the most foremost and most obvious item being the coronavirus, the COVID-19, and just wanted to reiterate my support of how Harvey leadership has been handling this from the get-go. They really do, I feel this to my core, really do have our best interests in mind. We are lucky as a group, certainly, that we're able to work remotely. I think certainly is a huge advantage for us as a team. So I hope that you are feeling gratitude around that. I know certainly I am, but also feeling a lot of gratitude for the work that the leadership team is currently doing. Monitoring this is changing every minute, every day, and really doing their best to ensure that not only the associates, but that our customers are well taken care of during this extraordinary time. I have a lot of respect and admiration for what they're doing. It's a very hard, constant balancing of judgment and trying to figure out what's in all of our best interests. So they continue to provide updates, which are great and informative. So hopefully you're reading those. And if you have any concerns, again, you can reach out to me, but I know that also the leadership team has been very receptive to being reached out directly should you have any concerns you feel they're in a better position to address. So feel free to do that. And again, leadership is monitoring this every day. We, as you know, are considered an essential business, so we will remain open as long as we can, as long as it makes sense to do that. Hopefully throughout the duration of some of this craziness, we'll be able to continue to remain open and functioning and providing service to our customers. So wanted to touch on that. I'm gonna have to bring up a document so I can remember everything here. I wanted to let you know some of the things we're also doing to help kind of build and support customer demand on the marketing side. So an email went out today to all of our customers talking about basically giving them an opportunity to share with us directly via like a link, a button that they can press, to share with us what we can be doing better and how we can better support them during these times. So be curious to see the kind of feedback that we get. And I think that's a great move to make, is to engage our customers and ask them, like, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what we feel is a great move to better support your business during this period. But what could we be doing better and what would work better for you, and giving them the opportunity to communicate that to us. So that email went out today to all of our customers. We're providing regular COVID-19 updates via the harveybp.com website, so you can certainly refer customers there as well and also use that as a resource for yourself. Reminders that we're open, that we're considered an essential business. Mentioned earlier this week, we are offering free delivery as an incentive for customers to order online. That free delivery is for the e-catalog only, so it does not apply to orders over the phone, but that's certainly a selling point when you're talking about online ordering and suggesting customers go that avenue. We're obviously trying to not discourage them. It's more of an encouragement, really, encourage them to seek ways to reach us and work with us and place orders that doesn't necessarily involve going into the branch, because it's really in the best interest for our customers and for our staff at the branch level to minimize the amount of traffic that they're seeing every day there. So offering that free delivery as it relates to online ordering is a way that we can do that. We have what they're calling a Work Smarter campaign, and it relates to exactly what I just said, that it's about encouraging our customers to seek other ways of working with that. So we're really pushing that right now. Obviously, customer care is a huge contributor to that effort, right? So we're encouraging them to call us. We're encouraging them to go online, and in even EagleView and other sources of placing orders with us. So obviously customer care and our ability to manage calls and provide top-notch service is a key component to the success of that. So good on you guys for doing such an amazing job. And it really feels like it's customer care's time to shine right now, and to reiterate how important we are and what a valuable contributor this department is to the functioning of Harvey and to the satisfaction of our customers. So pat yourselves on the back, and we can feel really great about that. So the Work Smarter campaign is going as well. And they're also going to be doing some nice segue into the online ordering. They're also doing webinars listed on our Harvey BP website that customers can attend and get on to learn more about our online ordering systems. I did get permission to have customer care reps join those trainings as well, because I want you guys to feel more confident when talking about the online ordering in the e-catalog. And in order to do that, it would be just great to get that level of exposure via the webinars being held. So some of you actually got invites to attend a training today. There's more happening next week and the following week. My understanding is for the next several weeks that those trainings, or those webinars rather, are happening. So you will see an invite. You will receive an invite at some point to jump on those calls. We are considered silent participants in those calls, so kind of listening and learning. And then any questions that you have that come up during those webinars, my suggestion would be just to compile all of those and then email them to me directly, and I'll do my best to get them answered. But we're considered silent participants, so really more customer-facing webinars for the benefit of the customer, but we're able to take advantage of that as well. So I wanted to let you guys know about that. Extended hours, and I'm sorry, I'm looking a little blurry right now. I think it has to do with the lighting. I apologize for that. I wanted to touch base quickly on the extended hours. There's some communication going around that, and one of our efforts to just kind of thinking of ways that we can better support our customers and what customer care could do. And it was suggested and asked of us really that we consider extending our hours in customer care for now, taking it literally a week at a time here. So next week, customer care in the Boston and Northern New England regions are going to be open from 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. A huge gratitude to those that were willing to make those slight adjustments to your schedules. I know it's not ideal, and so I appreciate you're doing that, and we're trying to make it easy and rotate when necessary to kind of make it fair for those willing to do that. We're going to see how it goes next week. We certainly don't want to risk hurting our ability to handle calls during our peak volume. So if having somebody on the phones between 6:30 and 7, they get a couple of calls, but then that inhibits us from doing a better job of handling our calls, say at 3 o'clock. We're going to look at that. We're going to analyze it every day, and we'll adjust as necessary. But I just want to let you know it's really just in an effort to extend or expand on what we're able to offer our customers at this point. Also want to acknowledge that I realize that, when we're open in customer care, but no one else is, it can be challenging to get customers' issues resolved, orders placed, and things like that, that we just really need to do the best that we can. I don't want anyone to be stressed out by that. You can let the customer know, hey, we thought it would be a benefit to our customers if we were starting to answer a little earlier and, before hours and after hours. But there may be some limits on what I can do for you, but I'll do my best. So don't stress out over it. I appreciate you guys being willing to adjust your hours, and we'll take it from there. This may be a week, it may be just a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe it's a few days, and we decide that it's not the best plan of attack. So wanted to mention that. I also wanted to talk about Supply Bidder. Some of you are much more well acquainted with Supply Bidder than others, but I wanted to kind of bring us all up to date on that. Supply Bidder was introduced right before kind of everything else exploded. Supply Bidder, I'm going to try to do my best to define it, but it's a service out there for contractors to go basically log on and request a quote or a bid from multiple providers at once. So they go into the Supply Bidder system. It's very user-friendly, very intuitive for them. And they basically type in, this are all the things I quote on, and then they can select which companies can kind of compete for their business or to come up with pricing and quotes for them. So it was determined that customer care is in the best position, at least right now, to help handle these. So we have a team dedicated to helping with those. Again, this is definitely something that we're going to evaluate and tweak as necessary. So I don't want anybody on the team or otherwise to feel like this is a burdensome or an extra stress factor. It's definitely new and it's something that we want to be successful with, but we're paying attention to it. And if we need to adjust, if we need to pull someone off the phone entirely to work on these, definitely open-minded to all of that, okay? So the team that we have dedicated right now, we have one rep per region dedicated to helping with these bids and quotes that come through the supply bidder format. And they are Karen Greenwood, taking lead for the Northern New England team, Ed Powers for Greater Boston, for the Boston region, is taking lead on the supply bidder bids coming through. Kevin Pickering, although he's Northern New England and Boston, he came from the Connecticut area and still living out there. So he was a great choice for us to handle any bids coming in for Connecticut, even though we don't actually have customer care set up in Connecticut yet. We are still providing bids to customers in that location, existing and new customers. It really is a opportunity to build new business, and that's what we're hoping to get out of that. Getting bids from existing customers is great too, and getting jobs, certainly not poo-pooing that, but it is a great opportunity to gain new business. So Kevin Pickering's our guy for the Connecticut area. And then for Mid-Atlantic, not to be forgotten, Leanne Bracken is stepped up as the lead for the Mid-Atlantic region for supply bidder. So that's our group for now. We will add people to that as necessary and tweak the process as we need to. I'm also going to look into potentially creating a new not ready code. I'll keep you guys posted on that. That speaks specifically to supply bidder, so that anytime somebody's working on a bid that has come through that system, that they go into not ready. If they need to go into not ready, they go into not ready and they use that specific code. That way we can measure and record, exactly how much time that's requiring of us. So that's supply bidder. If you have any questions or concerns related to that, reach out to me. Be more than happy to educate you on that. It's brand new for all of us. And it is a lot of work. I'm not going to downplay it. It's been maybe a little bit more than even I anticipated, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. What else? I wanted to, is my favorite. I wanted to give a shout out to Kevin Pickering. I got an incredible email from Christina. She's with, Royal Thermal View, and she took over the business for her father, I believe, who passed away. And she shared in her email that, she had all this apprehension regarding taking over the business because I believe she left another career to do that. And so she mentioned that in her email, because she wanted to make the point that Kevin Pickering had been kind of a vital component in helping her sort that out and making it easier for her. I want to use her exact words here. Pardon me. I don't have things printed out. I don't have my printer hooked up right now, so I don't have my notes printed out. But she said his hard work and dedication does not go unnoticed, and that he's appreciated more than he knows. As she questioned leaving her career to take over her father's business, that Kevin was really an integral part in making, easing her fears and concerns and just making it much easier. And she said, quote, "I wouldn't have been able to do it without him." And I'll tell you, that really brought it brought tears to my eyes, I'll be honest with you, to hear such glowing feedback in regards to Kevin. So that's really great. I wanted to share that as well. Other than that, I think that's about it. So look for invitations over the next couple weeks in regards to the training that I mentioned on the online ordering. Keep your chins up. Keep healthy and safe. And if you have any questions or concerns at all, I'm certainly here for you guys. And that's it. Hope you've had a great week so far. Oh, I did want to mention, I've really, getting through this review process over the last couple of weeks, I've really enjoyed our conversations, how approachable and coachable and receptive everyone has been to those conversations. I just wanted to say I'm incredibly grateful for all of the conversations that I've had over the last couple of weeks in regards to your reviews, and talking about other matters too, talking about Lansing. Everyone's been really positive and embracing that and really coping well with this COVID-19. It's certainly a lot to deal with. And then we're doing all that, and at the same time, we're keeping our nose to the grind, and we are kicking some serious butt. We have certainly proven our value, and we continue to do that every day. I'm so darn grateful, guys, that I get to be the manager of this department, and I'm just so impressed with everything that everyone's doing. So heartfelt gratitude and thanks coming from me from Casa de Fazio on a Friday. And have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to all of you guys soon. Thank you so much.